are struggling or have a oh my God. Okay. So I'm sorry. You just don't know. Okay. You just fucking you don't know, dude. Yo, what is up, guys? Joker bringing you another video with another game that I found. We're going to be going over Pokemon Rogue, a Pokemon roguelite that came out this year. I'm not sure when exactly this year it came out. I want to say that it came out in something like February or March, but I just found out about it recently because Point Crow had a video about it where he was doing a run with like an overpowered Mega Rayquaza. And it just looked like a lot of fun. I like roguelites. I like Pokemon. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go give that a shot. And I really enjoyed it. And that's why you're getting a video about it. Well, you'd probably get a video even if I didn't enjoy it because I have no problem saying that I didn't like it. But yeah, no, I really did enjoy it. So this is going to be what your start screen looks like, right? You're going to go to pokerogue.net and it's going to have a quick disclaimer pop up. It's going to be like, hey, this is not a finished product. Like, this is still clearly a beta product. Like, there is going to be bugs and issues, like we know, okay, type thing, like that quick disclosure out of the way. And then it's going to have you either log in or register for an account. And everybody pretty much is going to register for an account because if you're already playing, I don't know what you're doing on this video with like a first impressions introductions to it, but you know what, whatever. Thank you for still being here even though you've already played the game. But once you do that, you're going to log in and it's going to bring you to this screen where it has a couple of high scores, right? Stuff like that. They added a leaderboard for a little mini game type thing that they added. This isn't even the core gameplay loop. This is just something else that they added for fun. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and go to the core gameplay loop. You're going to hit new game and you're going to be presented with this screen. So as you can see, there's a few things. There's the mons that you can choose from. There's your team slider, and then there's your team size, right? And then there's the generations of Pokemon that you can select from. So yours is not going to look like this. Yours is going to have the three starters, right? That's what you start with. You start with the three starters in all 9 of the regions, and every starter is worth 3 points. The reason why I bring that up, oh, I just noticed that I'm blocking that. Here, let me move this. There we go. The reason why that's important is because you can start a run with 10 points. And as you can see, every mon has a different point value. So we'll grab this Ursaluna Blood Moon, and then we'll go up to Generation 2, and we'll grab this Gligar. There's a very specific reason why I'm grabbing the Gligar, which I'll explain once we get into the run. But yeah, so you grab the team that you want, and once you're finished building out your team, selecting the IVs, items, upgrades, all of that, you're going to go ahead and hit begin with these Pokemon. Now, this is not your normal save system. This is for more of a checkpoint type thing, right? So you're going to select one of these save files. And the reason why I say it's not normal save progress is essentially how they have it set up is in the middle of a run, at any point, you can save and quit, right? So, I mean, I guess that is like normal gameplay then. Ignore what I just said. But yeah, you at any point during your run, you can save and quit and come back later. Or let's say you didn't like the team that you chose, just save and quit, go back, choose a different team, right? Now, we're not going to do that because I just got this Ursaluna Blood Moon and I want to try it out. So we're going to go ahead and run through the first couple of waves. You, like I was saying, you start the game, you have your team, and then that's essentially how it starts. It pits you up against a level 2 Pokemon. You start in town area level 1. We have a luck value of C. You're going to have a luck value of D. The luck value of C is coming from our shiny Gliscor. Shinies in this game give you a higher luck level, which in return gives you better items from the loot pool. So, and then you have 1K Pokeball dollars to start. After every wave, you're gonna be able to buy potions, PP ups, or revives, right? As like the base items. This list gets bigger and bigger as you continue, where you, like later on you can buy things like max revives and stuff like that. But at the start of the game, that would literally make no sense. So that's why they're not here. So yeah, potion, ether, and revive. Majority of the time, you're not going to have to use these unless you're choosing a team that has some ramp to it, right? Where your team needs time to ramp up before it gets going. That's when you're really going to have to use your money. And then this second line of items, this is going to be from this is going to be the roguelite RNG mechanic, right? Where every round you can choose one of these three items. Now, it's very important. You have to buy items before you select a free item, because if you select a free item, it is going to go ahead and take you out of that screen. So make sure you buy any item that you want before taking a free item, right? And then we go ahead and we continue. And as you can see, the items changed. The potions and stuff did not, but the items did change. So let's grab this rare candy and let's continue down a couple of waves. So a couple of the options that I have on are going to be things like the hit numbers and stuff like that. That's not normal to Pokemon, that you can definitely take out, but it is really cool that it is there as an option. And this is the perfect example to show you how luck works. So, since we have a luck value of C, our first option got upgraded not once but twice, and it's giving us the ability of grabbing some ultra balls, right? For this run, we're actually just going to go with the Carbos, and we're going to increase the speed of our Ursaluna Blood Moon, because we're just right now we're kind of trying to ramp towards that higher level Ursaluna Blood Moon, right? And this is another mechanic that can happen. You can run into double battles, which are more challenging. I wouldn't say that they're more rewarding, because I have yet to feel like, oh, I got a better reward from that double battle than I did the single battle. So I'm not 100% sure what the point of the double battles is quite yet. I mean, maybe much, much, much later on, when you're just swiping through and clearing the team as fast as fuck. You have no problem with it, right? You're just literally generically clicking, blah 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 blah. Maybe like a higher shiny chance would be something that's cool, but honestly, like I said, I haven't figured out the point of double battles yet. I think it is literally just that. It's an extra roll at a shiny. So here's something else that I can showcase. You can also buy things like nuggets and TMs. The TMs are not exclusive to the Mons currently on your team. However, the held items that you can receive are, so like as an example, if you have a Pokemon that evolves usually through trade, if it doesn't have its natural evolution just by level, one of these items will then be allowed to roll as that evolution item. So they made sure that they had all the bases covered on how you're going to be able to evolve your Pokemon. I want to get to wave 8 here real quick to show you your rival. But let's go ahead and heal up. And then down here, we're going to take this egg voucher. I'm going to show you what you use that for here in a second. Okay, so That was the introduction to the rival. She has a whole bunch of dialogue, but I battled her a number of times, and I have the option that turns off text if I've already seen it. So she literally just stands there and throws out a mon. One thing that is important is the AI is smart, right? The AI will swap mons, it will use type advantage, it will try to fuck you as hard as it can. And in the later waves, it actually gets relatively smart. Like I had, I think it was like level 150 or something. I had to do a double swap fakie just to get out of like a bad spot, right? Because I kind of locked myself in. I had no good way to switch in, and I was getting fucking destroyed. So I pretty much just had to do like a fake double swap to get in a new mon that I could actually do something with. Otherwise, it would come in and get destroyed. Normal battle logic, right? So 50-50, we're only on wave 8. 50-50, it's going to do the smart thing here, and it's going to recognize I'm going against a ground type. I'm a Charmander. Earth is super effective to me. So I am going to swap out to a flying Mon, right? The thing that would make sense of flying resist ground. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. And like I said, as it goes on, the AI fucking gets smarter, right? But then she's going to go ahead, give you a bunch of money and items. This first round is the only, no, she gives you a bunch of items every time. So you're going to receive a super EXP charm and an EXP all, right? These are interesting. This just increases the EXP that you get, and this increases the distribution, right? So anytime that you see EXP all or super EXP terms, you want to take them because it's going to make sure that you level up your background team just that much faster. And then from wave 8 onward is when you're going to go ahead and start being able to like level up a team. So that's why it doesn't matter at the beginning what you choose as much, or if you only choose one team member, because by wave 20 you have the ability of having a full fleshed out team. One more caveat with that I do want to bring up is the hard level caps, right? As you can see, we just hit level 10, and that's going to be our hard level cap until we beat the zone boss. So let's go ahead, heal Ursaluna up, give it the protein, and you'll see this. Every 10 waves, there is an area boss. It's a Mon that has more HP. So at the later waves, this gets fucking insane because it'll have like 4 or 5 health bars, but on the early waves, it only got 2. And the reason why that gets relatively insane is because of the fact that this is Weedle's health bar, right? But to overkill Weedle, I would have to do 2 times the damage in one hit. And if I don't do enough damage to completely drain the enemy health bar, or if I barely drain the enemy health bar, and let's say I do like 2 points of damage, it won't count it. It'll stop it at this bar. You have to kill it to kill it, right? So we're lucky that we're going against a Weedle and we have Headlong Rush on an Ursaluna Blood Moon. Like, in no world is that not going to be able to kill at least 2 Weedles, right? So you're going to go to wave 10, and after you defeat the wave boss, it's going to put you in, it's going to give you a reward, and then it's going to put you in another zone. As you can see, we went from the town or whatever to plains. If you get lucky, you can find an item called a map, and it'll let you select which region you can go to. That way, it's more strategic, right? Like if you have a team that's really good against bug type Pokemon, then you can select to go to like the plains or the forest where you'll encounter more of those types of mons. But without it, it just throws you into a random area. I don't know how the areas work quite yet, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I only have like 15 hours in the game, right? So let's go ahead and pause this run here in a second. I went ahead and I showed pretty much the core gameplay loop, right? You go ahead, you fight 5 waves of Pokemon, and then you fight a trainer, and then you fight another 5 waves of Pokemon, and then you fight a region boss. And then the region boss will go ahead and transition you into the next zone. And it just gets progressively dumber, right? Like the amount of health bars and stuff that some of the things gets kind of stupid, but it is fun. It is like that infinitely scaling opportunity, right? So let's go ahead. Oh, you popped up early. I could have swore that you came out every 5 waves until like wave 20. No, I could have swore it was much higher. No way you came out every 3 waves. I know it's higher than that. I don't know. It may depend on the route as well, like I was saying. But yeah, trainers are always nice because they give you money. And if you are struggling or have a Oh my God. Okay. So I'm sorry. You just don't know. Okay. You just fucking you don't know, dude. Oh my God. How do I handle this? Um so shinies are a big deal on their own, like I was mentioning, because of the fact that they increase your luck rating. The reason why I squealed like a girl, actually, I really didn't. I just kind of squealed. Um, is because Shinx is one of my favorite Pokemon, right? It's Arcanine and then Shinx, mainly because of Luxray, but it's Arcanine and Luxray. They're like my two favorite Pokemon of all time. And then it kind of just progresses down the line of like dog Pokemon, really, because then it's like Houndoom, because he has like the whole hell vibe with like and then it just like continues to escalate down there's a dog Pokemon path, right? Like the legendary dog trio, I fucking love because not only are they cool, they're usually relevant. Well, at least Suicune has been relevant and Raikou. Entei has sometimes been relevant. Okay, that's not the point. Fuck. One scratch. Okay, wait, let me think real quick. Um, one scratch should not kill this, right? But we're gonna do something else. We are going to poison sting it once. Okay. And then we are going to sand attack. Okay, I think the only move it has is charge. So I am going to start. I should have been picking up Pokeballs. Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm so fucking happy. You have no idea. Okay. Dude, fuck yeah. Um, I can't throw away this recording for any reason. Oh God. Okay. So this will be the introduction to how starters work. When you catch a Pokemon, if it's eligible, it'll be thrown onto your starter roster and it will save the best IVs for you, right? So let's say I catch a Shinx like this that has perfect HP. It is going to save that perfect HP value. Let's say I run into another Shinx. It's going and it has perfect attack. It's going to save that perfect attack, and when I go to start a run, it's going to have these pseudo perfect IVs, right? As of right now, I haven't caught enough Pokemon to make it relevant. I have one useless Pokemon. I have a Bidoof. Well, I can't call the god of Pokemon useless. But I have a Bidoof that I've just gotten so many copies of that it's pretty much maxed out in IVs, but it's still a Bidoof, right? But yeah, so it's going to go ahead and snapshot the IVs if it is an eligible starter. I mean, even if it's not, like, let's say you catch a Greninja, it is going to go ahead and, yeah, if you catch a Greninja, it's going to snapshot those IVs and still pass them down to Froakie. But that way, you have the ability of starting with this in the next run. So Shinx has multiple abilities. Its ability is not always intimidate, right? And there's obviously multiple natures as well. So y- in the menu, I actually am going to save and show you this real quick. So real quick, what I'm trying to say generically is it's going to snapshot this and it's going to go ahead and upload it to my start file. That way I'm able to start a run with a shiny Shinx that has perfect attack and is serious, right? Let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to pause and quit this real quick. And I guess that kind of segues into my next I guess that does go ahead and kind of segue into the next thing. So let's do this real quick. Uh let's just use this X defense and then we're gonna save and quit. And this is a little buggy, but once again, I already addressed it's a beta game. Sometimes it can freeze here. It doesn't corrupt your save. Literally, all it does is it'll just take a little bit longer to load sometimes. So let's go new game and let's go down to generation 3. And where is it? I have too many generation 3 mons. My hindsight is fucking me. I do not see it. Where's Shinx? Shinx is generation 3, is it not? No, it's generation 4. Shinx is generation 4. Um Okay, there we go. So the shiny Jinx, the shiny Shinx that we just caught. And as you can see, it even has an egg move that it can use because I've gotten a Shinx from an egg before. So I can start a run with a Shinx that knows Flame Lash as well as is shiny, and it can have the ability of rivalry. Or I need to move me again. It can have the ability of rivalry, or if I push E, it'll swap to intimidate, right? Same thing goes for gender. Same thing goes for gender, and same thing goes. I keep hitting the wrong button because I'm an idiot. Same thing goes for gender. Same thing goes for ability. Same thing goes for nature, right? And this is only because I've personally caught Shinxes with multiple natures, right? So you do have to catch it to add it as a start to a team. And honestly, it's really cool in my opinion. It's a really good way to go about it of making the player unlock something first and then taking a snapshot and using it for later. So let's go ahead and go to the IVs. As you can see, this Shinx has max HP and max attack, even though the Shinx that I just caught did not have max attack. So it carries over those IVs, and I can showcase the Bidoof. That's almost perfect, right? This is literally just because I've gotten so many copies of Bidoof that I pretty much maxed it out. Um, but yeah, so really, really, really cool mechanic. I guess since I'm already out of the game loop, I'll show you something else real quick. As you run through the waves, right? You're gonna go ahead and get these tickets for these egg gotcha machines. These are not like a pay to win thing at all. There's no way to buy these. It's literally just a gotcha in game, and there's three different types. There's move up, there's legendary, and there's shiny, right? Move up, I don't know what that means, but this has a higher chance for it to be a shiny or a rarer Pokemon, and this has a higher chance for it to be a shiny. And then, as you can see, 1 pool, 10 pools, 5 pools, 10 pools, 25 pools. These You're only going to find at much later waves, like 150 plus is when you're going to find these tickets consistently, right? So, this is how you fill out your roster apart from naturally catching the Mons. I just wanted to go ahead and showcase it real quick, showcase the gameplay loop, explain how it works. I pretty much showed everything that I wanted to show in this video. So once again, oh yeah, Amazon.com. Yeah, no, that's not where you go. You go to PokeRogue, you go to PokeRogue. That's not how you spell. You go to pokerogue.net and it'll bring you to this website and it'll bring you to the screen that I showed you, right? So super, super cool game. I hope it's still under development. I hope it doesn't get canceled or anything. And as you saw, there is a ton. There is a ton of fucking people playing this game. There's 48K people. When I was playing last night at like 4 a.m., there was like 55K people, right? So, unless we're the same 50,000 people playing 100% of the time, which could totally be a thing, there's an extremely active player base, so I'm assuming there's discords and stuff, but I'm lazy. I'm not going to try to find them right now. If I do find like a discord for PokeRogue and stuff like that, I'll add it down in the description, or hopefully, yeah, potentially, fingers crossed, one of the devs of this game reaches out to me, right? That'd be super cool and dope if they did that, if they went ahead and they saw the video and then they left a comment and like hit me up on Discord. That way I could talk about the game more and like the future of it. That'd be super, super dope. I'd be more than willing to do that. But yeah, pretty cool game. If you like Pokemon games, if you like roguelites, you're gonna really enjoy this. Um, that's pretty much it. Check it out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.